Test. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Test. All right. Let's test this out here to make sure this is crisp and smooth. That sounds good. Test. Gigantor. The world is about to end. Okay, how is everybody doing tonight? Welcome to the show. Lo and behold, the mighty Bryan. That's right, it's just a normal Bryan with a Y. You guys now can see my eyes in 4K. If anyone, you haven't really gotten to see my eyes. They are nice brown eyes. No, man. There's sometimes you should focus on things and do your best. There was this dude in like 9th grade that used to, it was just in this one class. He used to always say my eyes were super pretty brown eyes, and like he wasn't like mean, dude. Like I was kind of friends with him, like. But he would like tell it kind of like, I don't know. He would be yeah, he was obviously attracted to me looking back, but that happens sometimes. What a weird altercation when I'm thinking back to that. And then that class also, I had my one friend who works in the Pentagon now, or he's like the U.S. spy agent, whatever. He goes on the spy, like James Bond. Apparently my friend is like James Bond, and he's works for the Pentagon. He does spy missions, like, and I'm just, I'm a reporter. Oh, I'm famous. I mean, really, I just podcast to express my multiple personality disorder. What's up? How you doing, though, Chinchi? But yeah, it's good to be focused and dialed into things. I don't take this shit for granted, but I do my own propaganda. We gotta unplug and survive and thrive. Not just survive, but thrive. They want you to live in a survival mindset. And you gotta live a thrival mindset. For real though, you guys, my name is Bryan, and you're in my world. I try my best to have a wonderful, fun, chaotic, interesting life full of abundance for me and my sphere of influence. I don't like this new. I'm unfiltered, uncensored, unhinged, and keep it outside the box. You want the tip of the spear, you've got it. Oh, deep behind enemy lines. Do we want to talk about conspiracies today? Because they just decided to. You tell me. You tell me what they decided to do. That's not my job anymore. And there's new horizons for everyone. And we got to find our new horizons. When somebody asks me what's new, it's like I get overwhelmed. You know how many things are new? It's springtime. There's new plants. There's new air, new pollen. It's alive. But how's it going, Chinchi? What's up, Derpy? How's it going? I assume we blew the Indians game, huh? Go Cleveland Indians for anybody out there. We're a good team, but I think we fucked up. I was listening to the game and we were winning. I was in the bath doing one of my hot baths. I was sweating it out. It was a rough one. It was a hot fucking bath, dude. I was sweating one out, and the team got it done. and I was sitting in the bath listening to the radio, and they're like, he gets a hit, and then he gets a hit. It's Angel Martinez and Valera, a new guy. So I'm all excited in the bathtub. And then we blew it. We blew it, though. They're like, oh, we fucked up. He hit a home run. The dude's name was J.J. Weatherholt, okay? And I don't talk too much sports, on my main podcast for anybody new to this show. But I'm just saying, what an absolute stud name. J.J. Weatherholt. That is like, that dude was going to go, yeah, it sounds baseball. Or maybe UFC fighter. I don't know. That just sounds like destined for something. That dude was going to run corporations and help funnel dirty money into the Ukraine for an army of cam girls. But anyways, you guys, yeah, I'm here to talk about, someone asked me that. They said, what's your show about? And I said, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? What's my show about? Do we have to start going down some slogans? Chew glass, breathe smoke. We're the kings and queens of Babylon. You guys, there's a crab shack. They opened the crab shack in Babylon. You see what I'm saying? I read through my old the podcasts, all the live streams. It's hilarious. Some of them, just the names that I came up with. Babylon has its own crab shack. It's like a buffet, but I think it's like $40. But there's hella rich people around here. It will stay in business. But yeah, for those looking to plug outside the matrix, and you're looking to play a different game, I hope to provide content for that. I'm not necessarily trying to save people's lives or be the special freaking banner boy. I'm going to run my system and do my thing. I'm like a offensive coordinator on crack. This is what happens when you dream to be a football star and then you fizzle out in high school and then drugs. Look at my hair. I did just get out of the bath and decided late to do a show, or else I would have done my hair better. But yeah, I don't know. I have more security in my life right now, and that's an important thing. I gotta say though, man, when you're stuck in a rut I had 5 months, 6 months without internet. I had like half a year with no home internet. We're talking about last year, 2025 was a season none beholded. I was still got things bumping with the stuff, and then once I got the internet back and was working, and we kept cracking at it. But yeah, I don't know. No, I guess risks. You take a risk anytime a job that's kind of easy to get. You take a risk that it's going to either not pay you or not give you enough hours, or something is going to be fucked. I've only really had one experience where it was okay, and even then, that was the UPS store. And you're dealing with a crazy person that runs the small business that I'll deal with her bullshit for like 16, 17 an hour and run her fucking store. But not for $12, I will go Office Space. When in the movie Office Space and they beat up the printer. Cause die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die, die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die. The song's Still by the Ghetto Boys. All along it was a ghetto, nothing but the ghetto. Dude, that song is freaking awesome, man. Oh man. Um, but yeah, there's a lot of shifts in the air. When it gets warm, it can spike your anxiety just for no reason. You might like feel like you're crashing out, especially when you're coming off some rough stuff. So I'm kind of like, I don't want to sound like a bitch, like I have PTSD, but now that I say it like that, I gotta stop worrying about. I just gotta worry about the today because the today is pretty good. But if I get mad about the past, but see, the anger does propel you forward. But we gotta propel forward with a balance. I'm not saying love and peace. I'm just saying a balance between the peace and the destruction. Um, I got a bunch of new lighting for my apartment. Invest in your visual field, invest in your home, ambient ambiance and mooding. This stuff is important. Keeps you together in hard times. But yeah, I need a clear path to the Eastern Conference Finals for myself this year. So hopefully me and the Cavs have something in similar. But it seems to be that way, so I'm definitely not complaining. I've got some new opportunities, and there's always new things to be excited about. That's why I always preach. But if you get caught up in bullshit, especially when like there's a time of year pattern shit that can really mess with people. It can really make you go crazy at certain times of the year. Spring for a lot of people is a little fucky. April, May, just something about May just doesn't. Yeah, it was like finals in college, so that was either go well or fucked. It was either cool, I passed everything, let's have a fun summer, or like we're gonna get drunk this summer. Well, I had some summer classes I did too, so yeah, I don't know. I don't really miss those days. I've manufactured the better days where like my 30s is like, okay, this is we made it to the 30s. This is cool. We figured out how to live in a fun way based on my circumstances and have a balance. I'm a balanced guy, Being a single parent is honestly, it's somewhat sacrificial. And if you get lonely easy or you're a bitch, you're too moody, then you should not try it. But for me, you know what? Sometimes the glove fits and sometimes it doesn't fit at first. You gotta break it in. Sometimes you break it in and it fits for you. Hey, hey Google, am I famous yet? No, you're still an asshole. I got some hooping in today. Played some basketball. It's a sunny day today. Sunny day. Sunny day. So yeah, you got to get the vitamin D. I have been hitting the tanning booth, so I'm pretty tan. But yeah, it was good to get some fresh hooping in. I didn't do that much hooping over the winter because I don't have a membership to a gym with a basketball court. So I got to depend on my outdoor, which the only time I could play was pretty snowy and cold. But I got a little bit in. So I didn't feel too rusty. I hit some some long shots, some Steph Curry, you know, doing some scoops, some scoop layups, doing some lefties, hitting some lefties. They call me Big Lefty. Right. Hung out with my daughter today. I took her shopping. Just I don't know. It's good to see how me operate. I tend to operate in a organized but can handle a lot of information and multitasking. So for a child to be around that might mentally stimulate them in a positive way to grow their brain cells. Move and stay on task, get a lot of different things done, cooking. I don't just sit around and watch TV and order food. It sounds nice, but unfortunately, yeah, I have goals, and one of my goals is very simple. Goals are small. I'm not saying big goals like I'm better than anyone. I'm saying my goals is to keep this place clean because that makes me feel holy. So if I got to do chores every single day and dedicate time every day, that's fine. This is a great time of year for the chores. You listen to the sports radio. I got 2 Bluetooth, son. I can listen to the sports radio and then like scout my own podcast, listen to stuff about the Cleveland Browns. Like I can really get a lot in at once. Because you're not really gonna sit there and listen to every single little play on the radio, but when it gets hot, you're gonna kind of hear it in their voices and tune in. So yeah, I literally hit two different audio stimuluses going in each ear. I do this sometimes, but it's yeah, I don't know if you're busy. I'm trying to fill my brain efficiently with good health stuff and entertain the brain and not stress myself out and worry. I'm telling you, this the heat. It can just feel like the heat is on. I got my air conditioning, but yeah, I don't know, just a weird excess of energy in the air. Whenever the seasons change, why is it fall is relaxing though, and spring is for me at least like and then summer's usually chill in a lot of years, but something fucked up usually happens. I don't think anything that fucked up will happen. I think we're good. So that's pretty cool. About the worst type of things that could happen is me just like getting mad at somebody for being a dick. That's not even that bad. That's not really even that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets mad over somebody being a dick from time to time. And I just have certain buttons. And if you slowly hit the buttons, it ends up being like a cheat code combination to access a psychotic. Like, I'm a person who chases deers and go, bye, don't come here, deer. Don't come around here, no more. I appear as the devil. My eyes turn from brown to red. No, but seriously, like on a real note, yeah, I try to avoid that type of shit, but and always be the cooler head. You can't always, especially when life can really stress you out when you have a bunch of different things that you're worried about. And a bunch of things, loose ends. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to win the lottery and then bet it all on a 3-team parlay so you either become really freaking bummed out or really rich. Yeah, the Lil Wayne concept where he smokes like 7 blunts and then goes on the mic. I'm still doing that, you guys. I'm still Lil Wayning with the dab pens. I was hitting 3 of them. You hit 3 of them at once. I was showing. Did I show you guys last night? Yeah, probably. Hit all 3 of them. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, sometimes you gotta fight to protect your peace. And there's a lot of things that I could worry about from the past. But I tend not to get too far than more like a couple of weeks, you know. Only get mad about this month and then move on to the next month. You'll surely have a fresh, but no, I don't have that mindset anymore. I'm graduating from that. Not that silly, stupid bullshit happens to me. You just avoid anything that makes you upset. You know, certain people can just make certain people upset. They just don't like each other that much, you know, when it comes down to it. It's all about vibes and energy. Some people don't have, you gotta have a clear direction. You can't be going around aimless. Doesn't mean you have to obsess over anything. It's all about the microtransactions, the little pits. You know, usually you throw out a pit. If you eat a cherry, it's like, no. You got to inspect the pit. Make sure you got all the cherry off of the cherry pit. You see what I mean? It probably doesn't make the best sense. Some of you don't see what I mean. But yeah, you know, the magic stick was only gonna work if it's really being magical. But anyways, I gotta get back into the gym. I haven't been lifting as much because I've just been super sore and tired, so I'm trying to like recover. It's been a few days. A few days off is a lot for me, so I need to get in there. Put my time in. Check into the Planet Fitness. But it's hard, like over a long period of time. Your body starts to feel it. And then I'd be busy too with chores and streaming and all sorts of different stuff. Goodbye, horses. All right, cool. It's already midnight. I'm going to make it a short episode today and just try to, you know, sometimes I like to do little like pop ins. But yeah, I need to get some good slumber. We'll catch y'all next time. As always, keep it real. I wish I had more to talk about, but I've been a little bit too like simplistic and dumb lately. I need to read some books, do some book reading. But we'll catch y'all. Peace.